Now, the state of the country's municipalities is shocking. Only 27 of the 257 municipalities received a clean audit. According to the Local Government 2019-2020 audit, over 5 billion rand was spent without anyone accounting for it. Now, Limpopo MEC for Cooperative Governance Basikopo Makamu says poorly managed finances quickly lead to failure to provide essential services. He speaks to us now virtually. Thank you very much, MEC, for your time here on eNCA. Now, of course, we know that you wrote here a piece about what you think is the problem with our municipalities. I mean, we all know that government has said many times that corruption happens a lot on municipal level, more than it does nationally or provincially.
Yeah, thanks very much, and thanks to the viewers. I must indicate that poorly managed finances in municipalities result in poor service delivery, but even in collapse into the systems of municipalities. But like I said in the piece, that we are seeing a sign. You remember that we are in the almost 20 years into the real local government. Some municipalities are showing signs. I'm not necessarily satisfied as we speak, but you can be able to see that in the province of Limpopo, we've got about 27 municipalities. Out of those positive things that happened, this 1920 audit outcomes was that not even a single municipality regressed in terms of the audit outcomes. Almost 26 of those municipalities got what you will say is a positive audit outcome because they receive a qualified, unqualified, and also a clean audit one municipality. It is only one municipality that got an adverse opinion, which is Mkhalakwena, which has already, as provincial government, we have seen that there are challenges and placed that municipality under Section 139B in order to support the municipality. But I think as we proceed to 2021 local government elections, we should be looking at how we support municipality in order for them to can account and improve service delivery.
Why is it that government keeps failing on that level, MEC, in terms of making sure that municipalities, there's no corruption like this happening on municipal level? Every year during local government elections, we hear the same things that you have just alluded to right now, but it seems government really doesn't do very well when it comes to this problem.
Well, I must indicate that government has got its system, but here also political parties have got a role to play to bring and deploy capable people within as councillors, mayors, but also appoint senior management. Let me give you an example of what we could be able to see. Currently, we are in the last term of the fourth administration of our local government. You will realize that the majority of senior management will not necessarily make it into the next administration, and that will drain the information within municipalities. But if we can have a system where we retain mayors, we retain senior management who are doing well, and isolate those that are corrupt, isolate those that are not having enough capacity to can be able to lead our municipality, our local government can be able to work for our people. And I don't think there is a need for anybody to be disillusioned and say we can't make it. It will require the communities, it will require us as political leadership who are in the provincial and national government to support our municipalities so that they can be able to do the right thing in providing services, account for the money that they get. They will build confidence if they are able to account, and people will be able to support our municipalities.
All right, MEC, in Limpopo, 7 of your municipalities being awarded a qualified audit report, while 13 were unqualified. What are we going to do about the 7 qualified?
Look, I must indicate that the ones that are unqualified are 15 as we speak. Last financial year, there were 6. Together working with the provincial treasury, we had what we call a targeted approach. Look at what is it that is a challenge in the municipal X. Try to get expertise within our own Department of Coxa and the treasury. Support them into the area where they are failing. Let me give an example of one municipality which was doing well in terms of their supply chain management process, but they were not doing well in terms of their fixed asset register. We deployed somebody who has got capacity, who will help that municipality so that they can graduate. We are no longer celebrating any municipality who has been sitting on unqualified audit opinion for 3 years in consecutives. We try to want to help them to go to clean. We try to look at those that are sitting in unqualified, like you said, and say, what is it that we can be able to help these municipal acts to graduate from a qualified audit opinion in order for it to go to unqualified, and gradually we'll take them to a clean audit, which is our target and which is what the Premier of the province always insists on us to make sure that Makamu can continue to celebrate a qualified audit opinion for a municipality which has been 3 years in such a level of audit outcome.
MEC, Limpopo being that province with the highest number of individuals living under the poverty line, I must commend you for being the only province within that Auditor General's report that showed improvements. What are we going to do to continue making sure that there are improvements, and any advice to other municipalities or other provinces that are seemingly unable to make sure that there's improvements in the municipalities?
Let me indicate that, of course, we have got 72% of people living under poverty line in the province. For a municipality to be able to survive, they must not only account for the money that they have been given, they should also have a strategies to grow the economy where they are. Their LED strategy should be able to talk in order to improve the quality of life and the economic activities within their areas. That will mean these people, once they get employed, they get some big economic activities, they will get revenue in the municipality that will translate into service delivery. So it is not like you just have to sit, account for the grants that you get. You don't do anything in trying to make sure that the areas, the land that is available within those municipalities are get to be utilized. If you look at the district development model, it's bringing a very important socio-economic plans for each and every district, each and every local municipality to look at what is it that you can do comparatively or have an advantage over the other municipality, so that you focus on that area, so that you can be able to turn the economy around, so that the people living in that municipality should benefit and also support the municipality. It should not be the one way around. We should be looking at what is it that the municipality is doing economically to empower its residents, so that these residents can be able to come paying for services, so that the municipality cannot only rely on grants in order for them to provide services to its own citizens.
And I think that's very important, because that's when you see a rise in service delivery protests. But while I still have you, MEC, I just want to ask you about the President's address tonight. We know Limpopo is not necessarily one of the provinces that are problematic, such as, compared to Gauteng. But what are you expecting in your province? Are you hoping probably interprovincial travel to be banned? What are you hoping for?
Well, of course, I must say we are living in one South Africa, and we may not necessarily say what is happening in Gauteng, it's in isolation, what can happen in the Limpopo province. What we are trying to do, and we are supporting the President, if we are on lockdown, all of us on level 3, we should continue to do the basic things so that we contain the numbers in the province. We don't necessarily believe in that differentiation to say it's only Gauteng that should be locked down, because economically we still require to balance between the livelihoods and life. But as a province, under the leadership of the MEC and the Premier, we continue to be preaching. As a MEC for Coxstar, I continue to be talking to our traditional leaders to ensure what is it that can be done to contain the numbers, the super spreaders in the form of funerals, parties, after tears. We discourage such, working with our councillors. So in case of our province, we hope we should be able to support any outcome the President will address the nation today, but believe that we are a unitary state wherein we should be able to look whatever is happening in Gauteng should be supported by our activities in Limpopo, so that we contain the spread.